Hey, all. Real quick video about myself, how I came to the Senior Spinner Show, and my interest in music and what I'm buying now. My initial goal when I got back into vinyl last year was to kind of get the top 20 to 30 songs from the Billboard Top 100 from 1956 to 1986. Those were the years that I was really involved in listening to music before life got the better of me. Um, Not a record collector. I buy what I want to listen to. So I watch a lot of YouTube videos, learn about audio systems and components, and also learn about vinyl record maintenance. I started with a Victrola turntable, upgraded to a Fluence turntable, started with Edifier speakers, upgraded to Emotiva speakers. And then also while I was watching YouTube, I started noticing these DJ streams. And I'm not a DJ, never been a DJ, don't want to be a DJ, but I thought it was kind of interesting that I could play the music and share it on YouTube for others to listen to. But then I thought about it and I said, hey, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing. Maybe I should do a little different. Maybe I'll make it a little bit of like a show. So that's how I put together the Senior Spinner Show, and I got the characters. And first off, let me say it's a lot of work. I mean, here's the script for my next show, and that's like 10 pages. My previous show was 13 pages. So it's a lot of work to put together and edit it. But you know what? I'm having fun doing it. So anyhow, I also noticed on YouTube some videos about record reviews. And I was watching some of those, and some of them, they were interesting me because they were reviewing records outside the genres that I listen to, outside the standard pop and oldies. They were listening to jazz and blues and swing and bluegrass, and I found some of it interesting. So I said, I'm going to try some of that myself. And based on influence suggestion on jazz music for beginners, I actually picked up this album for us, Dave Brubeck, Time Out. And it was funny because he said in the video that most likely you may not be into jazz, but if you listen to this album, you're gonna recognize some of it. And he was right. The first time I played it, I was like, hey, yeah, I've heard that before. I'm not going to tell you where, but I definitely heard that before. But it was swinging and exciting, and I just enjoyed it a lot. So I said, yeah, I'm going to get more jazz. And the same influencer actually talked me into getting this Lou Donaldson, Mr. Shingaling, and another one it's got a nice upbeat tempo, and I really enjoy listening to it. So if you really haven't given jazz a chance, these two are great starters for it. And then I moved on to try other things. I recently got Curtis Amy, and it's another one that I found kind of earthy and a bluesy type of jazz, but very enjoyable. I just picked this up, I think, a new release 2 weeks ago. So yeah, and then I've also looked into some bluegrass a chance. I actually heard from a duo, Daly and Vincent, and such great vocals together. As a matter of fact, I think I just got this. So I ordered their newest album, and I haven't, other than some samples online, I haven't really listened to it. But I'll open it right now. So, if you don't like banjo, then you're not going to like this. But these guys are just, it's a lot of fun. It's great music, and the vocals are incredible on these two. So I have their original album, which I picked up digitally because it's not available on vinyl. So I did buy the digital copy and downloaded it. But just a lot of fun to listen to, and I'll run this through my cleaner and listen to this later. But anyhow, so I buy a lot of my records online, but I also been going to record shows, and boy, record shows are an experience. The record shows are actually quite busy around here, and when you get a box, don't leave it because someone's two or three behind you waiting to get to that same box. But I've been buying a lot of used stuff to record shows. Now, I like buying online because they dictate what the media quality is. I prefer a very good plus to near mint. Really don't want to get anything less. Now, just because they say it's very good plus or near mint doesn't mean it is. I've recently got a near mint that I wouldn't even grade as good. It was horrible. So I won't be using that dealer again online. And I let them know, and yeah, nothing, crickets. So they lose my business. And I was dropping like 60 to 100 a week with these guys before that happened. But hey, it is what it is. But anyhow, I do have a question that you guys can put in the comments. But when you get a record and it sounds really bad, a lot of pops and clicks. Now, what I've been doing is saying, yep, well, gonna have to get myself a better copy and throwing it in a bin. But I'm wondering, is that what I should be doing? For example, I have these two that I got out of a $3 bin at a record show, and actually, they're so horrible I covered them up. But Temptations Greatest Hits, and the other ones, the Four Seasons. But they're horrible. So I'm gonna. Matter of fact, I already bought this one online. I'm waiting for it to come in, and I got another Four Seasons to replace this one. And I was just gonna throw these away, but I'm saying to myself, well, should I give it to a local record shop? Just give it to them. I'm not looking to sell it. But then I feel bad because they're going to turn around and they're going to sell it to somebody. And how honest are they going to be about how these things sound? So I'm just curious, when you come across really bad copies, I mean, what do you do? To me, I put them in a bin because I won't play them. They're just, if they're real bad, I won't play them. What else? So as I mentioned earlier, I'm expanding my listening field, listening to different genres, and I'm enjoying them. And as I showed you, the Brubeck and the Donaldson, Curtis Amy, but also, I mean, I got quite a few from Perez Prado, who's kind of like the mambo king with his orchestra. And I find that fun to listen to. I've been getting some Benny Goodman and some Count Basie because I like the swinging sound of the big band era. Another thing that I'm just starting to notice too is I've been looking at new vinyl releases. There's a YouTube channel, Nick at the Vinyl Den, and he does a weekly show on new releases, and he'll pick 10 to 12 new releases and kind of go over them. And I enjoy the show and I watch it. When I looked into it, there's like 300 plus new releases every week in vinyl. It's like, wow. So I'm kind of doing my own research now and looking at all 300, 350 and finding different things to listen to. And I'm finding that exposes me to a lot of new artists. And for example, that's how I came across these guys. Is they were was a new release 2 weeks ago. It was on the new release list, and I listened to a clip, and it was like, wow, this is pretty cool. So then I went and downloaded their first album, fell in love with that, and bought their new album. So the problem becomes is, man, I'm buying a lot of vinyl, and it ain't cheap. So I'm going to stop moving to digital downloads. I know I've talked about in past videos, digital bad, vinyl good type of deal. But digital downloads is going to have to be the more cost efficient way if I want to own everything I want to own. especially with a lot of the new artists. I mean, I just picked up Dwayne Betts, Isle of Hope, another young man who does an incredible job. And I also picked up Kim Wilde's newest album, and I picked up something new from Hannah Gill. But again, this is all digital because it's more cost effective. So I'll download them digitally and then I'll store them on my computer. Not streaming them, just downloading and listening to them. Basically, that's pretty much been my journey here. But I'd be really interested in what you guys do with really bad records that you get. And also let me know what you're buying or maybe something that I'm missing out on and I should be looking into, you know? I mean,
Crispy, we have a show to do.
yes, yes, I know we do. Folks, I got to go working on my next show. Hope you give my show, The Senior Spinner channel, a chance on YouTube, and hope to see you there. Thanks.